Hi guys, welcome to The Bite. My name is Jackie. Today's video is on a really quick and simple Arab salad called Salatat Hindbeh. Hindbeh refers to endives like this. Some people also call this salad Salatat Hindbeh, but my family and it seems like my community know it as Salatat Hindbeh. This is what the endive looks like. If you're thinking of the Belgian endive, the kind that's kind of like a cone shape and it's light green, this is a regular endive. This is just the leafy green vegetable that you want for this salad. What we do is we cover it with salt, let the water drain out of it so it kind of wilts and it actually becomes a lot easier to digest. And we just chop it up with some lemon and onions and olive oil, and it is amazing. But let me show you how to treat the hindbeh or the endive first. So first of all, if you can find a good size one like this at the store, this is perfect. I like to do this because, like I said, we soak it with salt so it decreases in size because it releases some of its water. That's why I like to do a big one. If you find one that's about this size, get 2 of them because it's gonna wilt down kind of like spinach does when it cooks. I'm gonna be using both of these today, but how I go about cleaning it, because you want to definitely wash it first, is kind of like romaine lettuce, but they're in smaller strands. So you just take it and you just take them one by one off of the stem. And if you see, you want the stem. We're going to be eating the stem as well, not just the leaves. So leave the stem intact. But if you see them kind of looking sad and limp and starting to become a little discolored, you can discard that part, or at least just that portion, and then leave the part that's still good. So like this part doesn't look so good to me, but I'm gonna take the part that does. Actually, even that part doesn't look so good. I'm taking this, I'm gonna put them all in here, wash them, and I'll show you what we do next. I washed and cut my hindbeh. I cut them into bite-sized pieces, and you want to be very careful when you're cutting this because they have big leaves. Your fingers can kind of get stuck in the middle of them, and you just want to be very careful when you're chopping that. You don't want anything to happen there. So what I have here is a strainer that I have the cut endive on, and in a big bowl like this. That way the water from washing it will drain, and then the water that will be released once I cover it with salt will also be released. So when I use a big endive, all the measurements, by the way, will be on my blog, which you can find in the description box. But when I use a big endive, I usually use about 3 tablespoons of salt. You're going to end up rinsing this out. This is just to not only draw the water, but draw away the bitterness that can come from an endive. So generously, and because I have 2 bunches of endives, I have a lot of salt here, but then toss it around with your fingers, and immediately you can pretty much feel the water being drawn out of the endive. So I'm gonna do this, toss it around, make sure the salt is fully saturating this, let it sit for about 5 minutes. The longer it sits, the more the endives will wilt. So if you want them to kind of have their shape and their crispness, keep it for less time. That's why I like to do it for 5 minutes. If you want them to be, if you're someone who has a hard time digesting greens, then let it sit for a little bit longer, and that will help with the digestion. So I'm gonna do this, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we'll get to making the salad. So look at how much this wilted. This sat for about 5 minutes. Before, I could barely fit all of it into my strainer, and now it's like half the volume. And look at how much water came out of it too. So now, since this is really, really saturated with salt, I want to rinse this because I don't want my salad to be super salty. So rinse it really well, dig your fingers in it so that you're making sure that you get all that salt out. We're gonna add more salt for taste later, but you don't want that salty bite in every bite of salad that you take. So I'm gonna rinse it, and we'll be right back. So I've rinsed this out of the salt, and here I have either 1 small onion or half of a large onion. You don't want this salad to be too oniony. So I'm just gonna add the endive right in. Just wanna give this a quick toss. So last week, my mom had made this salad, and she FaceTimed me when she made it. And I was at my mother-in-law's house, and her and I just got really in the mood for it when we saw my mom's salad at home. So things like this really, if you're away from family, food can really bring you back and make you feel like you're eating with them. So we made this like 3 times last week because we wanted it that much. And it's delicious. So this is mixed. I'm gonna add in more salt. Now remember, we rinse this out so it's not super salty. So we're gonna put a normal amount of salt that you would for a salad, and we're also gonna put a lot of lemon. This also helps with the bitterness, and it just kind of brightens it up, just like lemon does with anything, really. Brings it back to life. After the salad wilts a little bit, this just perks it right back up. This is such a beautiful salad for spring. So I like to use my fork to just get the juice out, and it can also help you pick out any seeds. I used the juice of 1 whole lemon. You can adjust that to your liking. I'm also gonna add some good quality extra virgin olive oil. You want it to be the good quality extra virgin because in salads you can taste it. If you're cooking with it, you don't want to use extra virgin because it will burn and leave a bitter taste in whatever you're making. Salads need extra virgin olive oil. So, believe it or not, this is it. This is the endive salad that I rant and rave about all week long, all month long, all spring, summer. It's fresh, it's easy, and it's minimal ingredients, nothing better than that. I need a fork to taste test. I'm just gonna taste test right out of the bowl. It's just my husband and I, you know, he don't mind, right? Right. So just because it wilted and it sat with salt does not mean there's no crunch. I'm still crunching. This is great with fish. This is great with chicken, a really good side to barbecue. And honestly, I like to eat it with bread and lebneh, which is like a Middle Eastern cream cheese, for lack of a better term. But that combination, bread, lebneh, and this is like the perfect breakfast, snack, anything. So I hope you guys give this a try. If you've never used endive, this is a really good way to start. And because you always have onions and lemons on hand, right? Right. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. For the full ingredient list and directions, check out my blog. All of that will be listed down below. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and subscribe while you're here. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Bite.